Nobody pull, and then we're good. And there's no need to roar because you have to wait here anyways for that pat. And then right after this, we come through. We roar, everybody. We go like this. We go like boom. I kind of miss it when early on in the season, people were more okay with actually just pulling this robot here. But I understand why in high keys that just does not work. Like, you do not want to be pulling that. I get it. But I still feel like with Lust and cooldowns and stuff, like, it's a nice thing to be able to do, just to pull that robot. I know. He hurts so bad. He hurts me. I mean, even as a tank, he wrecks me. Like, he will. And that robot will absolutely kill me, by the way. Oops, the last few. Okay, they're dead. Try not to aggro this one. If we don't have any AoE effects. Oh, it did get aggroed. I guess I should just pull that in the future if I ever miss one like that. I'll just pull it. Okay, we'll own it. Easy. We jump over. Easy. Go over here. And then to the left. And then over we go. This is like... So this is where Eye of Kazan starts to feel bad. Because obviously I'm going to draw my eye here. And then the next pull is actually kind of hard. I'm going to follow my team. Nice. That little wild charge, I think, just saved that. Here we go. And then we go up to this robot. So realistically, I'm going to SI the first hit here. I think I'm going to SI, by the way. This first shield. Yeah, let's just SI and make sure we live this first one. There's only going to be 2, and then I'll have Incarn up. It's okay, we're good. Go this way. I can't get that kickback there. We need Incarn back for 3, 2, 1, and I'm good. And as long as I'm full health and I have Incarn up, then this thing doesn't kill me. But these shields are really no joke, man. They do so much damage to me. I mean, I just need cooldowns for it, but they still actually really hurt. Roar. Oof. That is a scary dodge as well. Alright. Once this is done, we can probably actually pull boss, but at least one thug onto boss is no problem. You can chain it here. Whoever, if there's like anything, I can soothe this guy. Alright. If we can spawn the coins here, I can move the boss immediately after. And we can keep him right in this corner then. We did get coin spawns right here, so I am going to have to move him after these footballs. And we can't keep him in this corner forever. Oh, I can't move him yet. I won't move him yet. There you go. After. Because I have to move him out for this. Right here is fine. Perfect. And then we go back. The idea is that you just have to go back and forth, but it is good to tank him in that corner because it helps with everybody knowing where everything's going to be. I'm also kind of surprised about the Cinder Brew wall climb, by the way. That does make sense to me. Like, that is that's like unintended, but maybe they just left that in as an homage to Classic. Do you remember when you could go under the city in Orgrimmar and Stormwind? There was like a thing where you could go under the city if you just like jumped at the right angle. Yeah. You have to like jump on top of the thing and then jump on top of the other thing and then whatever. Okay, and then I pull him out. He has to get pulled out because otherwise... Oh boy. Good. Did he get one? Or did I do it perfectly? I think I did it perfectly. Okay. Solid. We can go back in here. Could climb Silver Moon too. So maybe they just left it in as an homage to Classic. Do I hold Incarn? He's got 40%. Honestly, this corner with this many coins starts to get a little bit scary to me. So I don't know if I want to move him back here or not after. Because, like, I would love to maybe, like, move him now. We can just use, like, a different corner. Because if at any point I'm a little slow or just don't time that perfectly... Hey, what's up, Dalgroth? Oh, Dal, you're a perfect person to ask about this. You would know. Hey, this boss... Do you ever move him out of the corner when there's this many coins here? You just go back and forth. You're a perfect person to ask. It's perfect timing. Because you could take him in the corner and then it's easier for the thingies. But when there's this many coins here, I get like a little nervous. Because you have to time it perfectly, literally. You have to be like so perfect with the movement otherwise. Because like right now I need to be getting him out. And I need to be getting him out at an angle where he does not absorb these coins. He'll get like a few there. See, like that's the 5 stack there because I just couldn't avoid that last one. Luckily, we're going to kill him before the next pulse, so no problem. Nice. We can line of sight here, why not? Don't mind doing a little line of sight. Boom, boom. But thank you for the raid, Dal. I hope you had some nice keys today. I heard something about a 15 Motherload when I tuned in. I'm gonna soak one of these so that I don't let that cast go off there. And then War Slump maybe. Then we have a kick. Nice. I wonder, my route in this place is not final. I really wonder what the final route would actually look like. There's a few issues the way I route this place that I don't like about how I route it. One of them is I still wonder if there's a way to skip the second drill pull. Because, like, the only way I see how to do this is, like, I actually will intentionally, we're going to do this drill, and then I'm also going to pull one in the middle here. And I wonder sometimes, basically. If there's, like, a way to kind of do this better. Because these drills are really annoying. So if you don't have to take them, then you won't take them, right? Okay, Vortex is here. And then I have Bark up. And then while we're kiting, which is when the casts are more likely to go off, we have the Vortex Typhoon, we have the end cap, and then the SI here. And here we go. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling a little better today, luckily. Ooh, I just overlapped my kick. So, I'm still sick, but I am actually, I realized after I kind of got moving around today that I feel much better. Kill this pack and chain on the right. I don't think it's the end of the world to pull this, because we have a lot of kicks in our group, right? With this many melee and whatnot. But I just don't like the drill. Because now, obviously, I want to chain this guy. We can just give him a second, actually. I can go back to Spotify. I can hit played like songs. I'll just kill this thing here. I think Bear is close to Prot Warrior. I think Bear is better than Prot Warrior. This way. I want these. The thing is, I do this extra pull here, and this is the one that I'm not so sure about. This is the one pull that I'm just like, this feels inefficient, basically. I'll live. I'll live. There's going to be one Earthshaper that comes in here. This is the pull that I'm not so sure about, by the way. In cap. And then we're back. I don't do the third drill. Yeah, I feel like... So, you do the extra Alchemist. But I go right anyways. I go right. You'll see how I do it here. After the third boss, I like the way I pull after the third boss. Because that'll be, like, super clean. Super clean. And very good. But, after the second boss, sorry. After the second boss, I like the way I pull it. But if you skip both Peacekeepers, then you need a pull somewhere. It needs to be either here or in that area. Because you don't want to have to take an extra... Like, you don't have to take an extra War Machine at the end. Like, that's the thing you want to avoid, is having to take the extra War Machine. So I just do that pull. Which is a tough pull, and I don't like it, to be honest. Need 3 total? Should be 3 total. Yeah, 3 total War Machines is the goal. Instead of 4. Correct. There's the double. There's the one at the start. Well, wait a second. No, there's 4 total. Because there's one at the start that you can't skip. And then there's one as you pat up to the right. And then there's the double pull. But I don't like to double the first one. You know how that you can double the first one technically? You can just kick that instead, I guess. That's the one thing I don't like to do. I don't like to have to double the first War Machine pull. So the idea is that you need 75%. You need 75% before that. I actually didn't know you could skip the first one too. That's interesting. Okay, so I know I'm going to be fine, obviously, with Incarn and stuff, so I can just sit at max bleed stacks here for a second. We can soothe him. Like, he's going to reapply on me. That's fine. I'll live. I'm not worried. He's scary, but he's not that scary. I just rage now, and then I get back to Lunar Beam. And then I do have to reset my bleeds here in a second. This is where I reset the bleeds. I just have to reset right now. I can't go back in for that kick until I reset. Good. And now I'm alright. Here we go. But I feel bad with Blizz and giving any attention to Bear Tree. That's true. The tree... I think our tree needs some work in 2 different ways, actually. To be honest, I think that my tree, our class tree needs some work. But also, not just our class tree, which they've tried to fix a bunch of times and just haven't fixed. They need the what's it called? I think the spec tree. Because you know what would actually feel really nice? Like, hear me out. I feel like this tree right here... I know, not this. This. They need to rework these last 10 points and do it well. I would feel so good to be able to play one more talent point down here somewhere. Like, I don't know. That's the thing. The spec tree for Guardian feels so bad at the end. Like, that feels so bad. I really do wish that they would change that one, though. Just Vortex this one. He'll get snapped back. Launch the thingy. And go like this. I mean, it's not nothing that they gave, but they also took something out to give us that. And it's not a lot. It really does it doesn't translate to very much. I just think the last 10 points of our tree, I would love to be able to pick up one of those talents. And I don't really feel like that on many other tanks. It's like many other tanks, it's like, okay, I make a decision. But on Guardian, it's like you don't have a choice. Like, I basically feel like there's like no choice in the bottom of our spec tree. And that feels bad. I wish there was more of a choice, basically. Moving this way now. I should move extra because we're all melee. Not all melee, but mostly melee. Okay, fixated on always the range. We can snap that one back. Good. I'm good. I bark here. There's way too many middle pointers. I think it's the amount of points in the spec tree at the end is actually too high. Like, I think they did a comparison once, and we have 20 total talent points for our last 10 points. And most other tanks have like 15 or 16 or something. Like, there's just like a bloat at the bottom of the tree. Can immobilize him for a second. Yeah, I think the Berserk nodes, if they just took out the Berserk nodes, it would be a lot better. That's like an easy change they can do as well. But utility symbols is nice. A Tempa carries little weight. Even if they don't do anything to the actual class tree. Why'd I hit Incarn there? I should have held Incarn. I should have held Incarn, I think. Help the healer, though. Okay, off healing. If they wanted to give us more utility, I don't know why I pressed Incarn there. I should not have done that, though. That's okay. I want to have Incarn for the next pull. But I go right. The other weird thing, by the way. Yeah. I have my Eye of Kazan. So I pull this and I go right. This is the way that I've been routing this. And then, depending on where the pad is, so I don't have Incarn here, I might take a little bit of damage. Oh! Was I too close? I actually want to skip this guy normally. Okay, well, if we pull him, then we'll definitely have percentage. Let's make kick hold up. Need to help out. I didn't want this guy. We'll chain then a little bit. No transmutes can go off. I was a little too close. That was definitely on me. Because normally I have incarn, so I just gathered it slightly differently. Okay, he's dead, basically. Okay. We're not going to bait, folks. Good luck. Then we can go here. But otherwise, I normally skip that first one. Let me watch this puddles. Watch the puddles. Watch the puddles. A little bit off healing here. Okay, we can do this now. This is basically funnel damage. These rats are not scary, so I always like pulling the mid ones there. And then we'll have... We actually are going to have 1 extra percentage, but it's be fine. We'll have 1 extra percentage with that extra mastermind that I just pulled. You should give up your generational hatred of Havoc. I don't even have a generational hatred of Havoc. Do you know what I do have, though? By the way? I don't have a general hatred of Havoc. I just don't like it because I can't play it. Because I'm bad. Because I cannot handle my screen moving that fast. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, that's the reason I don't like Havoc. It's just that. But Dal, I mean, have you felt like Bear needs any sort of help in higher keys? I haven't been able to do higher keys, so I would have no way of knowing. But have you felt like Bear needs any help? I feel like Bear is actually, from my experience thus far, Bear feels great. Aside from DCing yesterday on a bunch of random pulls, my Bear feels unstoppable. Ooh, I think I have to Beer as a healer here. We have to send a Beer as there. Bear feels like Bear. Okay. Reasonable. We can go over here now. Make it easier for my melee. Very accurate statement. Off healing. Well said. Bear was fine last season. I do feel like Bear was fine last season. Okay, we'll move around. We'll move around. Rebuffing. Hey, Siberius. So right now we have time easy, unless we lose here. You're a Pally main. Oh, who was it earlier? I forgot to respond to this. I just realized. Who was it earlier that was asking me for Prot Warrior? It was, I'm Caprico. Caprico, are you still here? Meld, maybe? No. Is Caprico still here on this boss? Because this boss is actually a pain. She's so annoying for tanks. But there is a way to understand her if you're here. There's like a huge way to understand this boss. And it's basically understanding that she doesn't hit you permanently. So for example, she's going to Propellant Blast and then she's going to melee me 1 to 2 times. She's going to do her little melee cast thingy 1 to 2 times. But only 1 to 2 times. And then she's going to do another Propellant. So that's why I held the Bark here. Because I didn't need it there. And then after this is when I'm going to use Bark. And we go back to the middle. We can overlap a Lunar Beam here too. And then while she's doing this, she doesn't hit you that hard. So it's just knowing that like when she actually hits you is really important for managing cooldowns. Right? So I can even SI right now if I want to. Because she's going to hit me once or twice. But then now I only take 2 hits at once. Right? I only take 2 hits now. So I just make sure I don't die to this hit. And then she's not going to cast on me again. So the healer external me there, but I didn't need it. I know he was scared, but I only take it in between the Propellant Blast. So this one I have Lunar Beam up for. And still have an external. And there you go. Yeah. But it's just knowing when the damage is going to happen. It's not knowing... So like right here I have to Bark or I might die. Yep. But there are other tanks like Prot Warrior who get absolutely clapped by this boss, and you do need to just have an understanding of when to use your cooldowns as a Prot Warrior. Because that's how Prot Warrior is going to live this. So when Frenzied here, and then we go back to the Propellant Blasts. But there's a weak or to tracker shots, probably. But I just kind of have it memorized of, like, I know I'm going to take one right now. So I actually might need to Healing Potion this. But she's not going to hit me again. That's why I don't have to use a Healing Potion. They are still magic. They're still magic, by the way. That's why you have to actually plan for them. So there's only 2 hits, though. Again, there's no need. Like, if my healer gets terrified. Yeah. But there's basically only 2 in a row like that. And then there's going to be 1 right here. There is a 3rd one there, and that's why I Healing Potioned. Right? But there should be like that, yeah. Yo, I was about to say, why is this still here? So my route does take this first one. I have taken this first one here. I do play this one here, but I don't double it. Just this. Is there a way? So is there a route? Dal, do you skip this? This first guy? The first War Machine here? They're really annoying. And also, there's a clip, by the way, of me getting absolutely bugged out and insta one-shot by this guy. He spawns a crawler mine way away from me and then immediately one-shots me. Like, he spawns it, like, way over away, and then it immediately explodes on me. Okay, one more shot. Obviously, we have Giga Time, though, so we'll just go safe. We're not going to double time it, and we're not going to be worried about burning the Lust here, so I think we just go kind of safe. Let's just grab this one here. I didn't pull for skipping this. We need him for percentage. I don't even know where I'd make up the percentage at this point. It's definitely annoying, but it's not the end of the world. They're Vortex, so my team just has to watch out. I'm not fixated right here. No, that sucks. I think 511 is actually not bad considering you missed 2 drill slams. We'll see how long this boss takes with this group. We have a lot of good damage here. Let me go pull some more mines for safety. But I also think that it depends. Like, 'cause like, what if you lust this second one here, then I do think that it makes the last boss harder as well, because you normally don't start the last boss with any cooldowns. Watch out, watch out. You want to move up here. Just watch that one, Pat. Care, Pat. Care, Pat. Care, Pat. Care, Pat. Did it pull? Oh, no. Okay, we just have to pull it then. We just have to actually stop and fight this. Damn. Okay. That was unfortunate. We just have to actually kill it then. We can't go on until we kill this. Even if we have lust and cooldowns, it doesn't matter. But I still think you lust the double guy before the boss. But then you send cooldowns there, and it's kind of like an awkward spot. Anytime there's the 2 toughest mobs in the dungeon, 2 of them right before the last boss feels really bad. Always. It never feels good. Because then you have to make decisions. Like, the 2 guys... excuse me. The 2 guys before the last boss of Floodgate also feel the same. We do have a monk who's pretty damn good at healing one of these, like on repeat. So now we're going to be over percentage. All right, here we go. I'm assuming we would send Lust here, but I guess maybe not. If not, let me mark one. Okay, I have off healing here. Locked in a little bit. Is there a way to dodge them? Can you dodge them, Aelonis? Wait, you can dodge the Oblivion Wave? Oh, I didn't know you could dodge them. Yeah, I've been face tanking them the whole time too. But that's a good question if on like 16 plus or something. A little scary to do that, but alright, here we go. Lusting P2. Okay, sounds good. We're going to stand here first. And then we'll roar. And I'm going to turn away from the team. But first we deal with the micro missiles, and this is the safe spot. And then I'll turn the thing away. Good. You got a 16 rook and you're kind of scared to face tank them. You know what would help a lot with things like that? If I just had bomb suit, like, because like Scarab makes it so that you'll never have downtime. Scarab makes it like a tank trinket makes it so that Bear has 0 downtime. But technically right now, Bear does not have 0 downtime. There's going to be like that one gap somewhere if you actually have to use a defensive for each one. You run the mud trinket. You think the mud trinket is that good? I haven't been running a defensive trinket. I'm just running like this right now. Some bears run double SI. I haven't run double SI in a single key yet. But again, I haven't been doing high enough, or maybe I have to. What do you drop for double SI though? You still drop Soul of the Forest? You have the... Wait, you play Delve trinkets? I haven't done a single Delve this season. I'm not gonna lie. These are the ones I have right now, so these are the ones I'm playing right now. Or 1x Fury of Nature, right? This one? Skull here. But this is my gear right now. It's not the best. It's not the best. But it works. It gets the job done. Those Delve trinkets are pretty huge, though. A Suspicious Energy drink, I think, is really good. So I've heard. I will not be like I will not be like I will learn from Dao's key, and I will make sure I hit my thingy here. I mean, you could always just put back on Swarm Lords, right? You could just technically just equip the Swarm Lords again. Here's a roar for him. Oh, that was a beautiful rescue. Beautiful. We can come back over here. We're going to drag the boss a bit. Cannot lose unless we have deaths. Let's get back in position for the micro missiles. Sorry, I did that to them. I have learned that actually the micro missiles can kill me if I get really bad RNG and get like a bunch of them. So I try to stay on the safe spot as much as I can now. But in phase 2, I think I should always be facing Gatling gun away first as a prio. How big is the DPS drop though? I mean, to be playing a trinket like that, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know the numbers on it or anything. I haven't, like, if I had a bomb suit, right, from the last boss, how much of a DPS loss would it be? I'm not sure. Because, like, I don't even think that my trinkets right now are that good. I think Kazan is not bad. I think Kazan is actually fine. But I don't know how good, what's it called? Like, Remnant, for example? I don't think Remnant is that good. Oh, that was it right there. I almost died. I got a little complacent at the end. I should have just hit SI knowing that that was coming. It was the last one. Almost. See, that's a 15 diff though. What's up, Hella? Jeez.